we have reached yet another bump in the road, as unfortunately, once again, we're out of stone. I've placed in most of this. I haven't done the service level yet, because they've ran out of stone. We have to go all the way up to this height here as well. We've just gone through the water level to get that out of the way, because that was kind of an easy way of doing it rather than going across. But as you can see, I've used some of the forbidden blocks. Bit of granite, diorite, and andesite, unfortunately. Doesn't feel quite as good overall, but we just ran out of stone. So that includes all the stone from my base, all the stone from Blue Luna Kitty's base, and all the stone from Big Boy's stone store, which wasn't all that much, I'll admit. And most of that I supplied myself from earlier in the server when I didn't think I needed this much stone, but here we are, needing a bunch of stone. So the best possible route from here, I think, there's 3 stone right there, cool. The best possible route is to build a stone generator somewhere in the area, and I can just chill and AFK and get a bunch of stone, and then be able to place that. It doesn't feel quite as good as collecting it myself, but this is going to be a ridiculous amount of stone. Like, we've still got to finish all of this, and all the way up here. There is a bit of a land area, but not a whole lot in compared to the rest of it. Even up there, we've got to do a bit of editing. Oh no, we don't. I lied to you. But yes, that's probably what we're going to do next. Now, I was thinking about building that at my jungle base where it is now, but it'll have to be destroyed anyway after I've placed all the stone. And it's kind of a farm. Well, not kind of a farm, it definitely is a farm. So I feel like it'd be best built where the rest of my farms are, with the sugarcane farm, the guardian farm, stuff like that, at my designated farming area. Otherwise, what's the point of having one? So I'm going to go and build it in the industrial monument area, which I still need to name, actually, given that that new jungle base is going to be called the Hexagon. It is Hexagon, yeah, Hexagon, oh, wow. The Hexagon, yes. I can't really call this one the Square, because although it is a square, that's a dumb idiot name, to be honest. I'm not as fond of that as the Hexagon, you know? Don't have quite the same effect. So, maybe we could go with... it's been just called the Monument Area at the moment. Industrial Area. I've got to find a better name. I've also got to come back here more often, because I haven't been here in a while. And it's kind of a waste of all the effort I put into TNTing this all the way down to bedrock, because that took months. That took months. It's really not being used all that much. What's that sound? Oh, it's the droppers, I think. Anyway, we've got so much prismarine. Oh my god. No way. No, we are... Oh my god. We have all those, and I think all the way to that one there, the third one from the top. Let's check. Yep. Full of prismarine shards. I've got to find a way to use these. Look at that. I've outsmarted myself. Months ago, when I built this, I put a cobblestone generator right here. Although it'll have to be a stone generator, so it won't be able to be a cobblestone. So I'm not sure whether I'll do the normal method, where you just make a bunch of stone and then TNT it so it drops cobblestone, and then put that into a massive furnace arrangement. Could have it all the way across here, but then I need a lot of fuel, and I haven't got a whole lot of fuel unless I put a kelp farm, and that'd take... That's not a bad idea, actually. Get me back in the area, build a massive kelp farm. Alternatively, I could just build a small little stone generator and then have myself mine the stone with the haste 2 that I get from the beacons down below, and insta-mine it, and then it just comes in here naturally. That's definitely the easier method, but I think the first one would actually be a much cooler way of doing things. Now, I've actually changed my mind. Instead of having a big kelp farm or bamboo farm that's going to take up a large chunk of the industrial area, although I may still end up doing that at some stage, right now I'm not going to. So instead of having a bamboo or kelp farm and then having a cobblestone generator and then a furnace arrangement taking up a lot of fuel and a lot of space, I'm not going to do that. Instead, I'm going to have a normal stone generator where myself as the player mines the stone with my silk touch pickaxe, efficiency 5, then haste 2 to insta-mine it, and then have that go directly into my storage area. And I've actually had an idea, based on what TangoTek has done, and which I will link, of course, to have a generator for both stone and basalt in the same location, because I'll need basalt as well as stone, as we've already discussed. So I think that that's something I'm going to work on designing right now. Alright. After a couple of hours of working on it and perfecting and doing a bunch of redstone, it's finally done. And it's a bit of a monstrosity, but it's kind of it's kind of meant to be. It's meant to have exposed redstone like everywhere because it's the industrial area. That's kind of the point. Although I usually like to hide redstone in the industrial area. It feels better to go with the redstone and have it exposed and everywhere like this. That's not something I'd normally see, but I feel like it needs to be done. So yeah, this is a quad farm. Now, sort of two, but sort of four at the same time. So these two obviously produce stone, these two obviously produce basalt, and they all combine in the center, and then I can decide later on which mode I want to use. So we'll quickly go to survival, and I'll elytra away, so we can get an aerial vision from up here. Looks like a spider to some extent, but I don't know why that is, because it kind of doesn't look like a spider. So I might just be done with that one. Come in here with the marked as the colors for observance, if that's even a word, and then this inside that, boom, perfect. That I'm actually quite happy with the deep slate. I think it looks quite nice. Obviously redstone lamp for lighting, and then I can choose which mode I want to go with. These are just levers to control the farms because I don't want them running all the time. Ooh, there's cobblestone. That could be problematic. Oh, I'm so sure it's fine. I'll figure it out later. Alright, so let's say we want to get some basalt. We'll hit the switch, and then we'll climb up here, right-click the note block, and then we'll go up, and then just insta-mine, and that might be a bit loud. I'll see if I can turn it down in the settings, or the editing, so hopefully it'll be less bad. And boom, and then we've got a bunch of black basalt, which will go directly into these hoppers, and then into a storage system down this way. Obviously, oh, there is cobblestone. Alright, I will take note of that, and I'll fix whatever that issue is, or better turn it off as well. And then I've got to make sure that every time I turn it off, I come up here, and I clear out the 5x5 area, so that next time there isn't a bunch of... Oh, it's because it's not silk touch. When I did the stone test, that'll be it. Don't worry about it. I'll still figure out why there's cobblestone over here as well. I'll work on that. But yeah, I've got to come up here and clear the 5x5 because if there's basalt all in here, then the stone can't go across. So it kind of defeats the functionality of it. So the basalt will be collected through this stream, and the stone will be collected through this one. So we'll actually do a go of the stone right now. Boom, hit that like that. Run up here. Same system with the note block, and then boom. We are in creative, that's why we're not insta-mining. And perfect, just like that, and then we'll do the same thing, we'll just run down and turn it off. We've got to be careful when we end the stone one, because yeah, stuff like this happens. So I've got to figure out a way, if I can figure out a way to stop that from happening, otherwise I'll just have to come by every now and then and just break those blocks and it'll turn normal again. But yeah, I'm assuming this is just, whoops. I'm assuming this is just a bit of like lag or something, or being slightly slower than it needs to be at some points in time, and it becomes cobblestone because it mixes incorrectly, and then, yeah, that's not too bad, because any cobblestone we'll get, I might do a furnace arrangement, or I gotta keep putting that back too, I might get a furnace arrangement anyway, and then any cobblestone we get goes straight into that, and then it becomes stone again through that way. But I'm actually really satisfied with this. I think it looks quite alright. It's nothing crazy, clearly. I shouldn't have done that, I'm already flying. But it's a bit dangerous coming in here, so I might put some glass at the top to protect myself and anyone else that comes in the area. But overall, this is done, and I'm actually satisfied with how it works. A bunch of redstone everywhere showing how it does work. Why is there observer under there? Oh, yeah, that's for one of the notebooks, because I originally was going to have one of these in every corner, but I decided, no, I want one of these and an opening. So yeah, I just got to find a spot to build it and then build it. Yeah, and these here hoppers won't go to their own separate storage system. They will, of course, go to the main one with all of the storage for all of the items for the entire area. So they'll go directly from this hopper stream right here into probably a water stream or a hopper stream that goes directly to the storage area. They'll get sorted there, because it doesn't matter. I don't need an item sorter here to separate the basalt from the stone. I just need the one that I've got at the area, and I'm actually going to add an area for basalt, because I'm yet to do that, and I kind of expect to use a lot of that. So yeah, I'll do that nowish probably. I actually really want to know now how much basalt I actually have now that I've designed that farm. 47. 47 is not going to get me very far at all, so I'm very, very much in need of more. So it's a good thing I just designed that absolute beast. So yeah. Now I know exactly what you're thinking. You're thinking, hold on, how is it that he's going to be able to build this massive design in his server and then showcase it within the very short amount of time left in the video? Well, I'm a horrible person, so I'm going to tease the big farm, the big generator that I've constructed, because I have built it in the server. I just haven't shown that footage, and I haven't shown my showcase of it in the server or where it's going to be. So this is a bit of an exciting cliffhanger, you could say, for the next episode. But this is the end of this one. And if you're wondering what this right here, this giant thing is, have a look at a previous episode. I think potentially episode 4. If that's wrong, I'll put in editing and I'll say like episode 3 or whatever it was. But yes, that's what this is, and you can find out what it does in that episode. But for now, thank you for watching. Stay tuned because the next one will be soon, and yeah, thank you.